Alright, Shalom. Before I begin this video, all the praise, honor, and glory listen to Yahweh, Ma'ashem Yahushai, Ma'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostle elders of the great millstone who rule well, and teach well, and honors to you brothers who are bringing out this word in sincerity and in faith. Yahweh, Ma'ashem Yahushai, Ma'ashem Rakakwadash, Barakatham, to you sincere and you hopeful elect out there, man, who are continuing to push this word, right? Hey, man, once again, we're going to push it. We're going to continue to push this word. My other video, I guess the phone died. But when the phone dies, it doesn't save a Mobizen video. So out here once again, all right, Lord's will, the damn phone don't shut off. And I believe I have a charger for it, not for this phone. But you know, it's got a pretty good battery on it, so you know I don't want to run this out. Lord's will, it'll continue to stay up, man. All right, so I seen a video that came from the Apostle Elder Tahar speaking on the Mark of the Beast, which is the RFID microchip. This is being made more and more apparent, man. So that inspired me to make this this video, go out on the highways and byways, all right, and to speak on this video, man. Once again, horrible music in the background. I don't know if the microphone picks that up, but every time I come out here, it's some horrible music, man. And America is based off of horrible music. There is a horrible music being sung here. All right? So let me just get into it. Lord's will, this is edifying. All right, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 17, and verse 1. And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, which is America. America is that whore that sitteth upon many waters, man. This damn whore is everywhere, man. All right, everywhere you go to the middle of nowhere, Africa. You got some sort of embassy. You got something out there, you know. You got Hamite chicks twerking, Canaanite chicks twerking. Okay? So that doesn't just mean it's physical presence. It's spiritual presence. It's mental presence. I was reading an article a couple minutes ago. In Saudi Arabia, women can now join the military, man. And see, that's very spiritual. Because a lot of you women, you're going to be out there dying on the battlefield. All right? Along with you women here. You women are going to be put into the draft. Your young men are going to be put into the draft. And your ass is going to die. Okay? And it says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So who hasn't been drunken with the wine of America? This damn wretched ass place, man. And whoever this is in the background, he cannot sing for his fucking life. Alright? And it says, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. And I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns, which are these kingdoms, man. All right, like you got France, England, Spain, Germania Major, Germania Minor, Portugal, so on and so forth. All right. And it reads, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. So this place is the great melting pot. What do you put inside of a melting pot? All sorts of abominations, man. It's like a cauldron. This place practices a heavy witchcraft, man. This place has got all sorts of abominations in it. Okay, and it reads, and upon her head, Slakia, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. And that's in all capital letters. And you know, you don't really see that in the Bible too much, man. All capital letters. This is something that's in all caps. This is something that's very serious, man. America is Mystery Babylon. That's it. And Mystery Babylon, right, is going to be one of the main places pushing this chip. Okay? And it reads, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints, with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. All right, so let's get the definition for wonder. All right, because when John seen these things happening, he saw the ship, he saw the cars, he saw everything, okay? And he marveled. Imagine you seeing something 2,000 plus years ahead in the future. All right. So this is the definition for wonder. Wonder, to feel surprise or amazement, to feel curiosity or doubt. All right. So he was surprised. He was surprised at the visions that he seen. And he was amazed at the visions that he saw. Right. It says to feel curiosity or doubt. So he definitely had questions. Okay. And it's not that he doubted, right, that this was going to happen. He doubted the people. What are the people going to do? See, because that seems to be the main theme of the men of the Lord from the times past, man. What about the people? And the Lord continues to tell the prophets, now forget about the people, man. This is set in place. He told that to many different men. Okay, he told that to all the men through the Spirit. Do not worry about the 2/3, man. 2/3 of Israel is going to perish here on this side. That's what it is, man. All right, and it reads, and the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman, Slakia, and of the beast that carrieth her, which hath the 7 heads and the 10 horns, which goes into the EU, NATO, okay? Because that's what's carrying America. Without the EU, without NATO, without the UN, without these different mega groups, what is America? America pushes this legislation through these big groups. It's like a weak-ass bully that uses everybody else to push legislation. Yet everybody's going to turn on the schoolyard bully, which is America. She's like that deceitful, nosy, spiteful hoe in school. You know, she got all her little friends. All her friends are hoes. She's the biggest hoe, right? And as time goes on, and she commits more and more fornication, let's say she starts to sleep with one of the hoes' boyfriends. Then you have infighting, man. Okay? Let's say that they have a disagreement. Now you have infighting. And that's the time that we in, where we have all the little places going up against the big place. And the big place is America. The chief, greatest, quote-unquote, city in the world, okay, is America. It is that golden city. It's that city that people think is never going to cease. Yet this place is done. This place is toast. All right, hey, get your last little bits of fun in. All you damn 2/3 niggas, get your last sips of Henny in. Pop your thoughts. Pop your pills. Smoke your blunts. Do whatever you're about to do, because it's about to get real serious out here, man. All right, and it reads, the beast that thou sawest was and is not. Yeah, so at the time it didn't exist. Okay? But now it exists. Because you had the beast, right, which was the Roman Empire. But the Roman Empire is now revitalized into the EU, NATO, you know. And it says, and it's not, it shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition. And they shall dwell on the Slakia. And they that dwell on the earth shall wander, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they beheld the beast that was and is not and yet is. Yeah, so the people that are not written in the book are starting off, right? It's 2/3 of Israel. And then of course you got E, whose name was never written in the book, and you other nations who is not, you are not mixing in the salvation, man. You done. Okay? You out of here. You gonna meant to be servants in the kingdom of heaven. If you got a problem with that, take it up with the Most High. Don't take it up with us, man. Okay, and it says, and here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and one is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. All right, so this place is continuing a short space. That's why it says in the scriptures that Satan goes about seeking who he may devour, because he knows that he hath but a short time, roughly paraphrasing. So this devil is going all out, man. He getting real bold with it. Now he's starting to mention ID 2020, okay, Agenda 2020, Agenda 2021, all right, Agenda 2030, which that ain't happening. We're not living to 2030. That is not happening, man. These are the vain imaginations of man. Okay? And it says, these have one mind, right? So that one world government, that new world order, that's what they want, all right? And just like they have a one-track mind, right? They focus solely on the world, solely on Satan. We are fixated solely on the Heavenly Father and solely on the kingdom of heaven, man. We're not worried about this damn place. You gotta look at this damn place. This place is disgusting. Okay, and it says, these slaughtered, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. Woo. So they're giving all the jurisdiction to the EU, to NATO, right? This UN, United Nations system. What is that, man? All these nations can't be united. That's bullshit. Okay, and it says, these shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. Yes, you gonna try with your little Space Force, which the Space Force is not dissolved just because your boy DJT isn't in office anymore. That's still a branch of the U.S. military. All right, and it reads, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings. And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. So you have some of us that are called, right? You have some of us that are chosen, right? You have some of us that are faithful. Because you have some that are called, right? But not faithful. Right? You wind up falling out. You wind up speaking against the men that taught you. All right? And you have some, hey man, you have some that are chosen, man, and that have faith. You have some that are called and have faith, man, but are not chosen. You know, that's why we pray that we are of the chosen. We don't want to be amongst these damn people. All right, stuck here in this whack ass society. All right. Hey man, this place is done. This place is completely done. It happens every time. Every time I come out here, it's usually kind of dead. Right? You get to speaking on what's happening out here, and the cars start coming out, man. And that's the Lord, giving us an example of the busybody spirit on these people, man. No economy should be reaching hundreds of billions of dollars, trillions of dollars. That's how you know that this place is wicked as hell, man. Now, King Solomon, through the Spirit, he was dealing with a higher amount of money than that, but it was through gold, silver, precious metals, jewels, some things of actual value. Now they've taken this money and it has inflated, man. Okay, inflation, major inflation. This money is not backed by gold. It's not backed. In the kingdom, right, of King Solomon, King David, you didn't have paper money, man. You had gold, you had substance, you had cattle. You had daughters, man. You had certain men that if they fell into a very hard financial time, they could give one of their daughters away, two of their daughters away, and they could bounce back, man. Okay, your daughters are supposed to be property unto you, man. Yet people continue to get emotional about that, especially in this society. Now you go out there to the Middle East, you go out to Africa, you go out to certain parts of Europe. All right, they're gonna agree. All right, yeah, that your daughter, that is an extinction of your property. All right, and it says, And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the horse sitteth are peoples. Yeah, so the water represents people. Right? And the waters is the sea. That represents the people here upon the earth, man. And it says, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. So this EU, this NATO, right? All these different groups. This is all about bringing everybody together. How the fuck we all supposed to be together? You killing every damn body. Esau, the so-called white man. We gonna keep bringing that up. You're the damn devil, man. You getting upset because we calling you what you are. You call the 12 tribes of Israel all sorts of things, and we just supposed to take that. Yeah, you devils can say whatever you want to say, man. We just supposed to chill. Yeah, when we start to speak against you, now you got something to say, man. You gonna take that. GMS, get this work, man. And that is a great handle. Once again, man, the brother that came up with that handle, that's a great name. GMS, get this work, because you can't handle it. You fainting. Right now, you don't want to talk about it no more. You don't want to talk about the atrocities, how this place was made, how this place is maintained. How is this place maintained? You have to kill people in order to maintain this place, man. People have to die in order for this place to be maintained. Manifest destiny. That's a continuation of now. The only way that you're going to be able to manifest this damn place is to keep people downtrodden and keep them dead, man. That's it. That's it. This whole place was established through rape, robbery, and murder. And that's how it's going to continue to move on, man. That's why it has to stop, and the Lord is going to come back, man. First off, there's a pending litigation against the so-called white people. There's a pending litigation against 2/3 of Israel and the other nations, man. All right? Because you perpetrate. You are perpetrating on the 12 tribes of Israel, the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes of Israel. And we stuck here with you damn people. Because here it is, we know the prophecies. We know what's about to happen. We know what's about to happen to you people. Yet we kind of stuck here with y'all, man. Stuck in the same boat up until the emergency boat comes, the fathership comes, and takes us up out the way. Then this ship is gonna sink, man. And that's what we waiting on. We're not waiting on this economy to bounce back. We're not waiting on the stock market to shoot up. That's not what we're waiting for, man. We're waiting on the Heavenly Father to destroy this damn place. And it's gonna happen. Okay? And it reads. And that's the spirit. I was just speaking about that. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Okay, so now we get to the point where all the other nations are starting to hate America. They hate that nigga Joe. They hate Joe. They hate Donald. They hate Kamala. They hate all of them. Ultimately, because they know the agenda that they're trying to push, man. Okay, and it reads, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked. So now this place is getting exposed. And now you upset about that. We supposed to be speaking on the exposing of America, on the exposing of 2/3 of our own people, the exposing of the so-called white man and you other nations. You're getting exposed. It is what it is. This is part of the testimony. You're not going to go and testify at court and not mention no names. There has to be without a shadow of a doubt, all right? The truth has to be presented and it has to be told, man. All right? It's with 2 or more witnesses. All right? The 2 witnesses being the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom, man. You got the Northern Kingdom, you got the Southern Kingdom that are continuing day in and day out, day and night to continue to push this word out, man. Okay, we're supposed to be set up to be the mouthpieces of the Lord. Okay, we have come in the stead of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man, to present this word and present our bodies as a living sacrifice. Because we could be doing other shit, right? We could be like you people, bullshitting, all right? If the Lord puts the spirit on us to come and to read and to teach, okay? And to spread this word all across the 4 corners of the earth, man. All right, starting off with our apostle elders of the Great Millstone. Okay, the elders that are up under them, okay? And then the brothers that are up under them. And there's an order, and that's what the people aren't used to order around here. So they gonna get some order around here, man. When you start to see these Army troops, Navy troops, Air Force troops, you're gonna know what time it is, man. See, they're gonna have an order on the left-hand side, we are having an order on the right hand side. We are getting ourselves together in preparing for this wedding, man. You know, when you have a wedding that's about to take place, you got to get your finances in order, right? What's our finances? Our spiritual finances, our spirit, right? Getting our mind right. Okay, you gotta get your garments ready. All right, what you're gonna wear. Okay, which that garment, that's just truth, man. And you gotta iron it out. You know, you're getting everything together so that during the day of the wedding, you'll be okay, man. We've all had that happen when we were in the world. You got a wedding at 4 p.m. You scrambling to get ready at like 3:15, 3:30. You know, you ain't prepared for shit. We done all had that happen, okay? Because Jake loves weddings, man. Jake loves the idea of weddings. Jake just loves weddings, man. Yet they don't want to attend the ultimate wedding, right? Which is when the Lord comes back, man. That's what we preparing for. We're not preparing for you people to scoff and talk shit. We already prepared for that. We not preparing for the chip because we're not taking the chip. We're looking at the chip as prophecy. We're going into what it is. We're telling our people about it. Okay? But for the most part, it's down packed. We understand what the chip is, where it's coming from, who made it, why they made it, okay, what they made it out of. All right, it's these people that don't understand. They don't see what is taking place. And that's why the Lord has to have certain bad things happen to you in order for these things to be revealed, man. See, because the 1/3 is going to be a lot of people that come in as these things start to befall America and the world. You're going to have a lot of people waking up once they institute this chip. You're going to have a lot of people falling asleep also, okay? Most people are going to fall asleep, all right? And it reads, you know, and that's just the spirit, Salakia. When you watch the movie The Matrix, that's not a lot of people, man. That is a handful of people, right, that have broken out of that matrix. Yet most of the people, they're still in the matrix, man. All right, let me get the definition for a matrix. All right, this is a definition for matrix. Matrix, something within or from which something else originates, develops, or takes form. A mold from which a relief surface is made. Okay? So, hey, man, this matrix, what has been molded, what has been shaping here in society, all right, that shit is breaking its form. You know, we're starting to find holes in this damn matrix. We're poking holes in the matrix. All right? And how was Neo contacted? He was contacted through the internet. Okay? Then he physically seen the people that are supposed to help him after a certain amount of time. That doesn't mean that you got to go to New York. You got to see the Apostle Elders. That's not what it's speaking about, man. But anywho, it says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. All right, so does that mean that she's going to get eaten? No, man. That's talking about the warfare. Ultimately, that's talking about the missiles. It says, Yahweh hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will. So even though they don't want to go to war, the Lord is going to allow that to happen, man. You can want to agree with this word all you want to. If the Lord puts the spirit on you, take the chip, you're going to take the chip. You can come up against this word all you want to. That's just what the Lord had happen, man. See, the Lord has put us in a certain position. We're not going to sit here and argue back and forth with people. It is what it is. You either take heed or you get destroyed, man. It does not matter, man. Because either way, you're going to do what the Lord wants you to do. You being rebellious, see, the so-called white man being rebellious, that was the plan all along, man. You are supposed to be rebellious. All right? And it says, and to agree. Right? Let me go back. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 17. For Yahweh hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and to give their kingdom unto the beast. So every single nation has decided to give themselves unto the beast. The EU, NATO, so on and so forth. This is all something that they agreed upon. This isn't something that they're fighting against. They want a new world order. They continue to tell you that. They tell you you are going to own nothing and be happy. These people are insane, man. They don't want you driving. They don't want you owning land. They don't want you having children. All the things that makes a free society free, they're trying to take away from you, all in the name of freedom. All right, your stupid ass is falling for it. Here it is, you got soldiers fighting to the death for freedom, and now your freedom is being taken right away from you, and you're not doing anything about it, man. All right, now ultimately, that's the Lord, man. I'm gonna put this sign right back up, wind blowing. All right, but anyways, it says here, and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai shall be fulfilled. So that don't mean that everybody's going to get in league with the UN, EU, NATO, so on and so forth, and then just decide, oh, you know, we don't want to fulfill Bible prophecy. You're going to fulfill Bible prophecy, man. Us being out here on the highways and byways is biblical prophecy, whether you want to admit it or not. I mean, what else do you need? What else do you need to see? All right. And it says, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 18, and verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. Who's his glory? Yahushua HaMashiach. It says that he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, in the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Yes, this is a damn trap. This is the ultimate trap house. All right, one way in, one way out. You came in through death, you're gonna leave through death.
Is that right?
We are literally born dead here in this society, man. All right, and for the 2/3, you're gonna leave dead, and then you're gonna enter life in the kingdom of heaven, man, through the loins of the elect. That's beautiful, right? That's why it says it is fallen. It has become a habitation of devils. So this ain't a habitation for the whole world. This is a habitation of devils. It's nothing but damn devils walking around here, man. Liars, cheaters, stealers. All right, the wicked of the damn world. This is your habitation. This is your habitat. All right, and it says that's why we don't want to take place in this society. This place is a piece of shit. All right, it says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. Yeah, so from France, Germany, Spain, everybody is in league with this place, man. And that's going to continue to happen all the way up until they turn on it. You know? And it says, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. So you got these different places, right? You got these different companies like Amazon, Alibaba, you know, all these different companies. They're getting made rich off of you damn people. How you losing 70% of your check, and they done gained 70% of your check, man? You at home on Amazon half the day, just buying shit that you don't need, man. Right? And it says, and that's also the spirit. They want to say that Jeff Bezos is the richest man in the world. Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. No, the richest men in the world are the Rothschilds, man. That's it. That's it. The Rockefellers, Rothschilds, DuPonts, Gettys. These are the quote-unquote elite. All right? And everybody up under them are lesser luminaries. Okay? And we can say, oh, we don't know who the wicked is. We know who the wicked is. It's been exposed who the son of perdition is, man. Not who the son of perdition was, who the son of perdition is. Like, we don't know who the wicked is. Here it is, you get people killed, you getting hearts implanted in you 3, 4, 5 times, and you're not the wicked. Alright, anywho, it says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins. So yeah, come up out of her, my people. People that are on this side, the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, you others, man, stay up in here if you want to. That doesn't mean physically leave this place. right? Like they did in the 70s and the 80s, you know, Ben Israel and all that other dumb shit, which that's not Hebrew, okay? But to come out of here spiritually, you don't want to be in this place, man. All right? Yeah, I mean, imagine being inside the mind of a woman. That sounds torturous. That sounds torturous, man. To you brothers, man, don't spend all the time in the world trying to figure out what a woman is thinking. Don't waste your time doing that. She ain't gonna waste her time thinking about the mind of a man, so don't waste your time thinking about the mind of a woman. You know, these women don't create no policies. They don't create no laws. They might be the ones who push and uphold the laws, but they don't create any laws, man. When's the last time you looked at a House resolution pushed specifically by all women? It has not happened. It's not gonna happen, man. It ain't gonna happen in the kingdom of heaven either, man. Women ain't gonna be making up the rules in the kingdom of heaven. They're gonna be in subjection. From the women of Israel, to the women of you other nations, to the definitely you damn Edomite women, man. Your ass ain't gonna have no damn freedoms. You gonna be dreaming about the freedoms that you wish you had. You gonna wake up just dirty. You damn devils, you ain't getting no showers. You gonna work from sun up to sundown. You gonna work in the middle of the night too, man. You gonna get like 2 hours of sleep. That's beautiful. Alright, and it reads that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Yeah, what's part of her plagues? That's that. First off, that's getting drunk off of her ass, man. All right, then you got the different plagues. You got syphilis. You got AIDS. And you got the damn corona. You got everything up in here, man. I was reading an article. It said they have millions of viruses. That's scary to think about. That the Lord created all that, man. You could go and touch a damn gas station handle and just die 2 days later. The Lord can do that. Only the Lord can do that. Right? It's not written. It's not even necessarily the virus. It's the spirit that the Lord puts on that virus. Because you see certain people, they die of the COVID. You have certain people that don't die of the crown royal. Okay? It all depends on what the Lord is going to do with you. All right? And it says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities. So now we coming into the time where the Lord is starting to remember what America has done. You know, He's let certain things happen here, but now he's starting to get his revenge, man. Day by day by day, not only wickedness is increasing, but judgment is increasing also, man. All right, and it reads, reward her even as she rewarded you. So yeah, you bombarding people, drone strikes, RPGs, guns, soldiers. So now your ass is about to get the same thing, man. All right, and it reads, and double unto her cup according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled, Slakia. In the cup which she hath filled to her double. So you're gonna get twice the destruction. You're gonna get twice the anguish, twice the hurt. All right, and you deserve it. Hey, we deserve it. We deserve to get chastised by the Heavenly Father, man. It is what it is. Yeah, you don't want to admit to your deeds, 2/3 of Israel. So you're going to get it, man. And this whole land of America is going to be destroyed. All right? Thus saith the Lord. That's not something that we said. That's just something that we're pushing. But the Lord said that. The Lord said that he was going to burn her with fire, man. Okay? In 1 hour. All right? And it says, and that's Esau's problem. Esau steal everything, man. This nigga across the street doing a cover of a Biggie Smalls song, man. Y'all can't even create your own content. You've always written off the back of the 12 tribes of Israel. Hey man, the chip, okay, the chip was most likely created by an Israelite, man. We know that the crown royal that was perfected by a so-called black woman. So we already know that the damn chip had probably been created and designed by one of our own people, which good, man. That's how you know it's gonna work real good. See, when Jake does something, he does it right. Jake does everything right besides get right. All right, we fall into that category too. Hey, we still fuck up. All right, but as the days go on, it's less and less and less. We learn it more and more and more, man. And the grace is increasing, okay? And it reads, how much she has glorified herself. Yeah, man. So anywhere you go in America, we got the best army. Niggas ain't got the best army. They got the worst army, right? It says, and live deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. So that's why you don't believe that America is going to be destroyed. You think this place is perfect. Right? You think this place cannot be touched. This is the virgin daughter of Babylon. So let's get the definition for queen. All right, the word queen goes back to the word qua'an, right, which means whore. Okay, and that was something that our elder apostles taught us, man. Elder Apostle Gabar goes into that a lot. This place is filled with nothing but whores. Okay, it's a good chance that you're not with the woman that you took her virginity, man. So ultimately, all these women are committing adultery. You know, it is what it is. You know, that's the society that we living in, man. All right, and it reads, queen, a female monarch, a woman notable for rank, power, or attractiveness. So people say this is the most beautiful country they've ever seen. This is the most powerful country they've ever seen. All right? And it reads, the most powerful piece in the game of chess. And why is that, man? Why is that? Ultimately, the queendom represents ultimately a kingdom, man. See, because everything in this society has been twisted around. It used to be kingdoms. Now we got queendoms. All right? It says a fertile female of a social insect, like as a bee or a termite. All right, the adjective is queenly. So this place is queenly. This place is whorish. All right, and a whore has no damn shame, man. A whore is proud, and a whore is shameless. We all know this. We've all been around whores. Okay, they're proud. No matter how much you put a hoe down, she gonna still be proud, man. You got a lot of these big Jabba the Hutt looking hoes, and they're proud, man. They're still proud. That's why, hey, man, that's why the Lord got your apartment underwater. That's beautiful. All right, he's got. I mean, what else, man? Your damn car is covered in 6 feet worth of snow. Okay, it's snow so much you can't even get into the vehicle. You can't go out onto the roads, man. Ain't no internet in the house. That's beautiful. We want more of that. Hey, man, Lord's will, hey, it continues to get worse up in here. And we want the Lord to continue to put his foot upon America's neck, man. All the way up until America passes out. All right? And it reads, therefore shall her plagues come in one day. Yeah, so that ultimate sword, that sword that's going to be bathed in heaven, them damn missiles, it's going to come in one day, man. And that's something that we know is a fact. That's factual. High-ranking members of the military-industrial complex have already spoken about nuclear warfare. You just don't pay attention, man. Spirit, hey, and secondly, Spirit will firstly, right? So like, yeah, the Spirit isn't on you to understand these things, man. All right, last year they spoke about World War III. That didn't go nowhere. World War III is still on the table, okay? And it says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine. So that's why you see people out here starving to death. This is biblical prophecy. It's going to get even worse, too. You're going to have people out here eating their kids, man. It's spoken about in the book of 2 Kings. And that happened before, and it's going to happen again. Okay, it says, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. All right, so utterly burned with fire. Let's get the definition for utterly. All right, this is the definition for utterly. Slaki. Utterly, it says absolute, total. So America is going to be absolutely, totally destroyed. Right? The etymology comes from Middle English, remote. Okay? From Old English, utera, outer. Comparison adjective to ut, out, which is an adverb. All right? Utterly is the adverb, so this place is going to be utterly destroyed. And we know that. We can see it. We can see this place being destroyed day by day. All right, and it's beautiful because nobody wants to live in this damn society. It's destroyed. Okay, and it says, Slakia. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and famine. It's like a death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. So it's not us that's going to be doing this. It's the Lord, man. And we say that damn near every video we make. Right? So right here it speaks about, it says in the little pretext, it says the human view of Babylon, right? It says, the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. So only America is going to be completely, you're going to have all the other countries seeing this place get destroyed. It's going to be on the TV. It's going to be on the internet. All right. It says, standing Slakia. It says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city, Babylon, America, that mighty city. For in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And why is it 1 hour? That's the ICBM intercontinental ballistic missiles. It only takes about 60 minutes. All right? Hey, man, and prior to coming into this truth, all right, one of my big things in school was aerospace technology. And if you understand aerospace technology, for the most part, you have the missile itself, and then you have the carrier, which is the rocket delivery system. So you're gonna see rockets coming up, you're gonna see rockets coming down. It's gonna take about 60 minutes, man. An intercontinental ballistic missile is one that can go from one continent to the other. You go have France, Germany, Spain, Portugal, China, India, Russia, Pakistan, shooting missiles. And America's going to be shooting missiles too, but they're going to be receiving more missiles than they shoot off. All right? And it says, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. And whose merchandise? The elite, right? Goddamn Jeff Bezos. He's part of the elite. And he's a lesser luminary, but he is a part of the elite. Okay? So don't get caught up too much in the stocks. You know, ain't nothing wrong with having stocks. Don't get too caught up in the stocks, man. This shit is about to tank. This shit is out of here. Okay, and it says, the merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones, and of pearls, and fine linen, and purple, and silk, and scarlet, and all thine wood, and all manner vessels of ivory, and all manner vessels of most precious wood, and of brass, and iron, and marble, and cinnamon, and odors, and ointments, and frankincense, and wine, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, and horses, and chariots and slaves and souls of men. And the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. So there's not going to be no water out here, no electricity, no Wi-Fi, none of that. You are going to see basically the destruction of this whole entire place, man. Slowly but surely. All right, they're going to start popping off EMPs. You're going to start seeing soldiers. People are going to start dying. All right, it's going to get real dire. Okay, and the people that take the mark of the beast, you're dead. You're done. Okay. Ultimately, 2/3 of Israel is absolutely toast. You other nations, you toast. And Esau, Edom, you toast. Man. All right, that is the message that we bring in. Okay, that destruction is coming unto this place. Unless you draw yourself up out of this place, you're done, man. And only if the Lord has revealed unto you that you are a child of the Most High, a child of Israel. Right? Which you can look like anybody. That's why it said that the Lord would sift amongst the nations, and that he would sift the people out of the countries, man. All right? And it says, the merchants of these things, which were made rich by her, America, shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. So you got deep underground military bases. You got submarines. Right? This is where the elite are going to be. They're not going to be stuck here, stuck amongst these people. They got shit to do. All right? Or so they think. It's saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught. So once again, the Lord has brought up that 1 hour. He keeps bringing up that 1 hour. All it's going to take is 1 hour, man. It's not going to be that long. It's going to be quick. When you see this place go down, it's going to be that snowball effect, man. It's going to be super rapid. That's why you're seeing the deterioration of this place in such a rapid form. It's because the Lord is speeding up the end of this place. All right? And he's speeding up the salvation of the men. Okay? And it says, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, America, saying, what city is like unto this great city? So what place is like unto America, man? They call America the most beautiful place in the world, which that's bullshit. This place is not beautiful. All right, this is the definition for city: an inhabited place larger or more important than a town. A municipality in the U.S. governed under a charter granted by the state. Also, an incorporated municipal unit of the highest class. So America is the highest classification of country here in America. That's why they call it a first world. What do you call it? First world. Basically, it's a you have like a third world country. This would be considered a first world country, right? You got a second world country, third world country. Okay, so let me read that again. It says, an inhabited place larger or more important than a town, right? America. A municipality in the U.S. governed under a charter granted by the state. All right, so these elite, ultimately, they own these 50 states, which make up the federal government. They own this place. So ultimately, they're going to determine what happens. They've determined to shoot missiles. People are going to shoot missiles at them. And that's all the Lord's plan. Right? It says, also an incorporated municipal unit of the highest class. So this place is a corporation. This place is incorporated. I'm going to get the definition for corporation afterwards. All right. Slaki. It says, etymology, Middle English, city, large or small town, from Old French, site, from Middle Latin, civitas, from Latin, citizenship, state, city of Rome. Okay, so this place is also spiritually Rome. Okay, spiritually Sodom, spiritually Gomorrah, spiritually Egypt. All right. It says from civis, citizen. That's why you have the word civilian. Okay, you are a part of this society whether you want to be or not, man. All right, so let me go ahead and get the definition for corporation. All right, this is the definition for corporation. If I spelled it right. All right, corporation, the municipal authorities of a town or city. All right, so through this corporation, through these elite, they create these laws, man. So whatever if they tell you you can't go outside, your ass ain't going outside. This is something they've created, man. That's why the Lord has allowed us to come out here and to preach on these highways and byways, man. You have a lot of brothers in these different states, these different countries. That aren't able to go outside, man. You got different places in England where you can't even go outside. Okay, it says a legal creation authorized to act with the rights and the liabilities of a person. And who are those people? The quote unquote elite. So they have authorized you to go outside. They've authorized you to use your vehicle. Right? They've authorized you to get insurance. Right? If it's your vehicle, why you gotta pay insurance? Why do you have to register, man? Because really it's their vehicle, man. They have let you use it. They have you're basically leasing your life, man. All right? So let me go back to the scriptures. It says, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads. So yeah, they're going to be confused. They're not going to know what the hell's going on. All right, it says, and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city, wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate. So once again, reiterating that, man. This place is done. This place is through. You might as well just forget about it. That's why we're not sitting here trying to remember who the 40th president is, who the, what's the 31st state. Who gives a fuck? This place is going to be completely destroyed. We need to be learning about what's up in this book. Everything that's outside of this book, don't even worry about it. All right? I'm going to go to the end. I'm going to go to the end of this chapter, and I'm going to switch gears. All right, so the pretext to this section right here, it says the angelic view of Babylon. All right, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets. So rejoice over her, thou heaven, speaking about the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, the 1/3. It says, and ye holy apostles and prophets. All right, and the word apostle means sent away. All right, the prophets, for Yahweh Shemel Shai hath avenged you on her. So we don't have to worry about physically doing anything in this place. All we got to do is continue to speak the words, and the Lord is going to allow it to happen, man. That's why we don't need to have a damn militia. We don't need to have some sort of group focus on physically preparing. We preparing right now. We preparing through the Spirit. All right. It says, and a mighty angel that's Jake doing what Jake do best. And it reads, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea. Woo! Hey, that's beautiful, man. Hey, and the Lord put the Spirit on our apostle elders to name the group the Great Millstone. All right? It says, like a great millstone, and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. So who's the only group that speaks about the destruction of America? Great millstone. Okay? So let's look up the definition of a millstone. All right, this is the definition for a millstone. Woo! It's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right, and if you think about a millstone, I'm thinking about it through the Spirit, and you have two circular stones, right? And you put something in the middle of it, and it grinds it. Okay? It continues to go around in circles and in circles. All right? millstone, which is a noun, either of two round, flat stones used for grinding grain. All right, so through the Spirit, okay, that top stone is the northern kingdom, that bottom stone is the southern kingdom, okay? And the Lord put the Spirit on them to create that name, man. Okay, it says, that's with violence, all right? So that doesn't mean that America is just going to be destroyed by people just leaving. No, man, this place is going to be destroyed by nuclear warfare. All right, it says, in the voice of harpers and musicians and pipes, it's like, in the voice of harpers and musicians and of pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee, and no craftsman or whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee. And the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee. So yeah, the Lord is going to remove he's going to remove his elect. He's going to destroy everybody else, man. He's going to save the men, women, and children of Israel, and everybody else is going to be completely destroyed. That's it, and that's all. All right? If you got a problem with that, just take it up with the Lord, man. We just reading what the Lord wrote down for us to read. All right? And it says, in the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth. So who's the great men of the earth? Quote unquote elite. You're not elite. Right? You damn devils. It says, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. So yeah, through your media, through your legislation, through your food, that's a sense of sorcery, man. You eat certain foods, man, you be feeling tired. All right? That doesn't mean that all food is bad, but there's a good amount of food that is not good for you. Okay? It says, and in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth. Hey, so you're going to have the men of the Lord out here, some of us dead. You're going to have regular people out here dead. You're going to have great people out here dead, man. Certain elders, okay, are going to perish, right? They may get shot. They may get put in prison and starved to death. They may get beat to death by an angry mob, okay? But ultimately, if you're of the elect, it doesn't matter, you know? We all have things that we have to pay for, man. So, of course, it's going to come with something. It's going to be far and few in between that a man of the Lord just escapes just scot-free, like nothing happened. And if anybody deserves to just escape scot-free all the way up until the chariots come back, is the apostle elders of the great millstone and the elders up under them, man. Because I can say it myself. I've done so much in this life. Look, if something extremely terrible happens to me, I cannot say that I didn't deserve that, man. I don't want that to happen. But, if it does happen, then, the Lord said to take these things cheerfully, So I'm going to read the pretext of the book of Nehemiah, then go into the book of Nehemiah. It says, 14 years after the return of Ezra to Jerusalem, Nehemiah led up a company, BC 444, and restored the walls and the civil authority. Of those events, this book is the record. It is in 8 divisions, right? The journey to Jerusalem, the building of the wall, the census, the revival, the census of the priests and Levites, dedication of the wall, restoration of the temple worship, the legal order restored, the moral state of the time is disclosed by the prophet Malachi. This book affords many instances of individual faith acting on the written word. It is the principle of 2 Timothy chapter 2. The events recorded in Nehemiah cover a period of 11 years. Okay? This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 4 and verse 1. But it came to pass that when Sanballat heard that we builded the wall, he was wroth and took great indignation and mocked the Jews. And he spoke before his brethren in the army of Samaria and said, what do these feeble Jews? Will they fortify themselves? Will they sacrifice? Will they make an end in a day? Will they revive the stones out of the heaps of the rubbish which are burned? Now Tobiah the Ammonite was by him, and he said, even that which they build, if a fox go up, he shall even break down their stone wall. Damn. All right, so they were talking shit. All right, which is typical. That is typical. Okay, especially in you other nations. Hear, O our power, for we are despised. Okay? So Shemaiah, Sha'ala, Alanai, Hawa, Yahweh, Achad. You know, hear, O Israel, our power is one. What he's that, see, the Lord speaks about division, okay? But he speaks about the unification of the elect. Everybody else is divided except for the elect. The elect are unified, okay? It says, hear, O our power, for we are despised. Yeah, so who's more despised, okay, than the hopeful elect children of Israel? Nobody. Nobody. We get a worse rap than a damn murderer, man. It is, we bringing out the words of the Heavenly Father. They considering us like the worst of the worst. Absolutely, because we telling people that they're gonna die. You know, we're telling people that, hey man, people are gonna be eating their kids. You know, we're saying all sorts of things. We're saying that, hey man, women are gonna get ravished. I mean, what are we supposed to do? You're not supposed to sugarcoat this word, man. We're supposed to continue to bring this word out in sincerity and in faith. All right, being sincere. All right, if your woman asks you, hey, do I look big in this dress? You're supposed to tell her, yeah. All right, it is what it is. You know, don't lie. That's what she wants. She wants honesty, man. All right, just be honest. Okay, and it reads. Now, for you younger brothers, man, don't be out here trying to teach your woman all the breakdowns and going into the mysteries. No, man, it's best to just don't even do that. First of all, she's not gonna catch up. She's not gonna catch up with the prophecies. Second of all, if she catches up with the prophecies, she's gonna be trying to teach you, and that's not how the Lord is getting down, man. That's half the reason why these women are in the position that they're in. That I got it, spirit. That I can do it on my own spirit. And now look at you, you're done. Okay, and it says, and you see in these scriptures, man, you very rarely hear about, you know, the woman. It doesn't really go into, you know, what Sarah had for breakfast. You know what I mean? It doesn't really tell you about what you know, what Esther did while she was in her quarters, man. It's speaking about the travels of men. All right, the hopeful elect men. All right, and it says, and turn their reproach upon their own head and give them for a prey in the land of captivity. And cover not their iniquity, and let not their sin be blotted out from before thee. For they have provoked thee to anger before the builders. All right, and who are the builders? The builders are the men. The men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. You got one man who lays down the bricks. You got one man who applies the cement, you know. You got the one guy who comes up behind them and make sure that the cement don't fall all over the place. All right, you got the guy that looks over the whole operation. Okay? Anywho, and it says, so, build we the wall. Yes, we continuing to build. They don't, hey, it's like when you see a big ass building and it's being built right next to your house. You don't own that property next door. So all you can do is see that building get built. That's you damn people. You getting all upset. You calling the city and shit. Oh, they can't do this. All right? We are within a public area. This is something that's completely legal, man. We can continue to bring out the word because that's what the Lord has deemed necessary. That's what the Lord has deemed essential. We are essential workers. We're the most essential workers on the planet, man. All right, the hopeful elect of Israel. Continuing to bring out the word day in and day out, man. Okay, and it reads, so we build the Salakia, so built we the wall, and all the wall was joined together unto the half thereof, For the people had a mind to work. Yeah, man. So we have a mind to work. All right, we have a mind to continue to push forward. No matter what these damn people say, man. No matter what your uncle say, what your dear granny say, what your mama say, brother, cousin, sister, uncle. Continue to build. Continue to build up the brothers, man.